This one's for all my DNA addicts out there. I know you guys heard about the update on Ancestry. Just wanted to give you guys the update and just a light recap. You know, with my original DNA Ancestry video, there was one inconsistency that I saw in there that just wasn't in line with the research that I was doing leading up to getting up to my results. Because I did read that males receive about 51% of their DNA from their mother and then 49% of their DNA from their father. However, when I got my results, it showed that I was 51% Indian. So I thought, you know, maybe Ancestry DNA could have been a little bit inaccurate, or my mother had some Indian in her DNA. And you know, based off my sister's DNA Ancestry results, I know it's not guaranteed that the Indian DNA would show up in hers if my mother did have 1 or 2 percentages in there, because it all matters of, you know, which centrum organs, which genetic linkages you actually inherited. But it didn't show up in hers, so that just kind of took a little bit away that my mother would have in there. But then I read some comments that were kind of reminding me of gypsies that were in Spain, and I did a little tiny bit of research on that. And I saw that the linguistic analysis actually shows that all gypsy people originated from northern India. And that's pretty much in line with what I've always pretty much thought. So that's another reason as to why my mother may have some Indian DNA, although we didn't do our Ancestry DNA test yet. But that might be one of the reasons right there. But yeah, that's just a little light recap. Now, I did want to go ahead and also address the fact that I may have been wrong about my sister having a more recent ancestor from Brazil because of the update as well. So let's just get right into it. For this DNA update, they ended up decreasing my overall Asian DNA, or should I say my Indian DNA, down to 50%, while increasing northern India and decreasing southern India. Okay. Now, for the European, they increased it, and they actually increased my Spaniard while decreasing my Italian, and then they also included Basque in there, which is a brand new region. That's actually really cool. My sister had that actually in her last DNA results, so I basically, you know, now I got something else in common with my sister, which I can appreciate that. And then for my African DNA, my overall African DNA stayed the same at 25%, while increasing the Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu peoples, and also decreasing my Mali. All right, and then for the Native American, they kept that exactly the same at 3% Taino. So there's that. All right, now for my sister's update, they actually decreased her Asian down to 0%. They took off her Iran/Persian DNA percentage completely. Yeah, so there's that. Now, also for the European DNA influence, they actually ended up increasing hers. They increased her Spanish and Basque. They decreased her Portuguese. They took away her Eastern Europe and Russia altogether, and they now included Greece, Albania, and the Balkans, which wasn't there before at all. All right, and kind of the same thing with Africa as well. They increased it to 56%, while decreasing her Nigeria and Benin and Togo, and increasing her Mali and Southern Bantu peoples. And in addition to all that, they included Egypt, which wasn't there before. All right. And for her Native American, they decreased her overall Native American down to 6%. However, they actually ended up increasing her Taína up to 4%, while decreasing the indigenous Eastern South America down to 1%, and the indigenous Mexico down to 1%. So, yeah, that's I don't know, that's a pretty good update. It's not like they completely shattered what I believed before. They ended up including a new region for me, which I really appreciate. New regions for her, which she must appreciate. However, I would kind of be a little bit, you know, a little bit butthurt about, you know, getting Eastern Europe and Russia getting taken off completely, and Iran and Persia getting taken off completely, because I don't know, for me, it's, you know, the more the merrier. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what y'all think. Até logo.